Hello and welcome to the Den. We have 1 week till leagues, so let's go over the best way you can prepare for it. So the average RuneScape player is a male between the ages of 25 and 34, which means we got these things called responsibilities, and I'm here to help you prep for the best experience going into leagues, taking into account those responsibilities. Step 1. Quit your job. For obvious reasons, don't actually quit your job. You gotta have a house, an internet, and a computer, and those all cost money. But this is a fantastic time to take some time off. Myself, I knew Leagues was coming, and I knew I was gonna take it seriously. So I've been planning to take a month off for a very long time, so I already got approval from my company. But honestly, like a few days at the start of Leagues, or maybe like a week, you'll be well off if you just take a little bit of time, hunker down, and play the game like you were a teenager again. Honestly, it's so much fun. Highly recommend it if you can or have the capacity to take some time off work. If not, if you can't take any time off, just know that there will be opportunities to AFK things for a pretty extended amount of time with League, so it's great for a mobile or a second monitor. Step 2. Family and friends. Now is a great time to prepare your significant other, children, or other family members and friends to know that you will be unavailable for an extended amount of time. If you're like myself and have a wife, you kind of have to have that conversation with her, and you might have to prep for it like you would a boss fight. What I did was I told her I would be her slave and do anything she wanted for a month, as long as she has no expectations for me once Leagues drops. I also preemptively bought $400 worth of Legos so she can keep herself busy while I'm keeping myself busy. And on top of that, just pay for her nails to get done. Women love that shit. And if you have children, you can judge me on this, and I may not be the best dad in the world, but I front-loaded a lot of the dad time. And my goal is once Leagues drops, it's a great time for those little bots to go to Grandma and Grandpa's house. Or if that doesn't work for you, teach them how to click a fishing spot so you can take a nap while still getting some gains. Got some friends that you like keeping touch base with, try and see if you can recruit them for Leagues. If that doesn't go well, find new friends. Step 3. Food for your fat ass. So an average viewer of mine is American, which means we like food and typically got the belly to show for it. Making food to upkeep living becomes a significant XP waste, which is where our sponsor, hello, no, just joking, no one's sponsoring me, but making food takes quite a bit of time. So here's some things I typically do to save time and make sure I am not getting into food coma during a long session. First is snacks. Snacks are truly your best friend. We want non-sugary snacks specifically, so think things like seeds, nuts, jerky, or trail mix if you're like me. Jerky. Oh, I fucking love jerky. Oh. For more low prep quick food, I think carrots, berries, hard-boiled eggs, things like that. Now, for full meals, bake a bulk amount of chicken. You can do this even before League starts, but what you want to do is just make a large amount of food that stays well over a long period of time. So chicken, for example, is what I'm going to be doing, and it can be used for wraps or sandwiches, and you'll be good for quite a while. Key things to avoid are carbs, so no pasta, no pizza, no chips, things of that nature. And anything that's fried is not going to be your best friend because all those will result in food coma. And for drinks, you have to stay hydrated, so drink a shitload of water. I typically don't do anything caffeinated at all, but if you do drink caffeine already, you're kind of stuck to it. Tea and coffee are pretty solid options depending on what type of tea and coffee you're drinking, as they don't quite have the crash effect as sugary caffeine drinks. Step 4. Information. Being prepared means how to make the most of your time during League, so knowing your own goals and how best to achieve them is going to be key. Example goals could be anything from just unlocking all the relics, doing content you haven't done before, dragon tier, or top 100 like myself. Things like what relics you are going to take and how your starting route might look like will be extremely useful. The League's Discord is going to be extremely useful in everything I just mentioned, along with the wiki, which you can actually access the League's task right now by just typing /wiki_ctl, and that will give you a fantastic overlook at the tasks. Outside of that, there's going to be various YouTube channels that will also have a lot of extra information, so make sure to check these various YouTube channels out. And my goal is to have a very detailed starter route and go over my relic choices with a deep dive on those and other relic choices for other paths you could take. I stopped doing daily videos on leagues because I really feel my time is better spent on making very detailed content up to the release of leagues instead of just reviewing relics like everyone else is. So subscribe if you need or want a starting route heading into leagues. Step 5. Ignore everything I just told you. If you're going at this more casually, then honestly ignore all of this and just play leagues the next 2 months your own way and have fun doing it. If you're shooting in the top 100 like me, all of the prep you do beforehand helps, but if your goal is just to have fun, then go down your own path. I would still recommend following some starting route as it will allow you to get to the fun parts of leagues quite a bit faster. But outside of that, just do your own thing. Play with the people you want to, and just enjoy yourself. That is what League's for. It's to have fun above everything else, and your own way of playing is going to be how you're going to enjoy it the most. But outside of that, I will see you guys in Leagues, and I will be posting more content later on this next week as I got a lot of time off going into next week, specifically to help others that are hopping into Leagues. But anyways, till next time, bye.